Hey everyone, how's it going? I haven't made a Game of Thrones house sigil in a while, so as you can read, today I've made the House Stark sigil, which is one of my favorite houses. So, since I have so much written in front of me, we are going to get this underway. House Stark is one of the great houses of Westeros, ruling over the vast region known as the North from their seat in Winterfell. The House Stark sigil is a grey direwolf on a white field. The Starks are one of the few noble houses whose family words are not a boast or a threat. Instead, the family motto is a warning. Winter is coming. Before the Targaryen conquest, the leaders of House Stark ruled over the region as the Kings in the North. King Torrent Stark was on the throne at the time of the conquest and marched his army south to face the Targaryen fleets. He surrendered when he saw their vast host and dragons and believed that fighting was futile. He was made Lord Paramount of the North and served them as Warden of the North. The Stark family that we know from Book 1 and on include Father Eddard Stark, often referred to as Ned, Mother Catelyn, from House Tully, eldest son Robb, with two B's, R-O-B-B, okay? Get that right. Eldest daughter Sansa, youngest daughter Arya, second son Brandon Stark, commonly called Bran, and youngest son Rickon. Ned also had a bastard son, Jon Snow. The Starks also kept a ward and hostage, Theon Greyjoy. Now, this is where the video will get into spoiler territory, so if you wish to avoid hearing it, please mute the audio, turn on some music, and enjoy the rest of the speed build. This is in accordance to the TV shows, not the books, so there won't be any book spoilers. So don't worry about those. Each Stark child, including Jon Snow, adopted a direwolf pup. Shortly into the story, Ned is executed in King's Landing for treason. His first son and heir, Robb, is declared king in the North, the first in 300 years, by his bannermen. Robb fights to secede from the Seven Kingdoms in what would become the War of the Five Kings. After his fighting, wins, and losses, Robb is betrayed and murdered during a scene rightfully named the Red Wedding, alongside his mother, his wife Talisa, and their unborn child in the house of Walder Frey. Robb's direwolf Grey Wind was also killed. Sansa moves to King's Landing when her father is appointed Hand of the King to Robert Baratheon, and she is betrothed to Joffrey Baratheon. Things soon turn sour for her in King's Landing. She's forced to watch her father be executed by Joffrey. During the resulting War of the Five Kings, Sansa is effectively a prisoner of the Lannisters, and is repeatedly humiliated and brutalized by Joffrey, who later ends the betrothal. During her captivity, Sansa is unwillingly married to Tyrion Lannister. In the wake of Joffrey's assassination, she is spirited away from the city by Peter Baelish. Sansa's direwolf lady was executed in place of Arya's pup, who attacks Joffrey. Arya was also in King's Landing when her father was executed. She was being trained in the Braavosi style of sword fighting, and even received a gift, her sword and needle, from Jon Snow, her half-brother. Arya flees the capital with the help of a Night's Watch recruiter, who gets her out by disguising her as a boy. However, she is taken prisoner by the men of Sir Gregor Clegane, known as the Mountain, and taken to Harrenhal, where she briefly serves as a cupbearer to an unsuspecting Tywin Lannister. She escapes and begins her way towards River Run, and is captured by the Brotherhood Without Banners, and subsequently Sanderkligane, known as the Hound. They travel across Westeros as he unsuccessfully attempts to ransom her to various family members. In the Hound's company, Arya becomes increasingly hardened and brutalized, and personally kills a number of men. She compiles a list of people she intends to kill. Arya has been separated from her dire wolf, Nymeria, after she attacked Joffrey, forcing Arya to send her away in order to prevent her execution. Bran lost the use of his legs after being pushed out of a tower window. He relies on the servant Hodor to aid his mobility. Hodor. He begins to make his way to the Wall to meet up with Jon Snow. Along the way, he meets two traveling siblings who intend to take him beyond the Wall. In their company, Bran learns that he is a warg, a person who possesses the magical ability to enter the minds of animals. He is also blessed with the magical power of green sight, which gives him prophetic visions in his dreams. He is able to see through He is able to see through the eyes of his direwolf Summer while he sleeps. Rickon traveled with Bran, Hodor, and the captive wildling Asha to the Wall. However, once Bran decides that they're going beyond the Wall, Asha takes Rickon to the holdfast of Lord Umber. Rickon had named his direwolf Shaggy Dog. He was 6. I think we can excuse the name. And, that's actually where my file ends. So I'm just gonna wing it for the rest of this one. Jon Snow named his direwolf Ghost. It looks the most different from all of the other direwolves. Because it's white, and I believe it has red eyes. Don't quote me on that. I'm guessing. I can't remember exactly. Jon Snow left Winterfell and is now brother of the Night's Watch at the Wall. Theon Greyjoy, which I will talk more about when I get to the Greyjoy sigil. He escaped, went home, was hated by his father, and tried to take land that his father didn't need. And then was tortured by Ramsay Snow. So, you know. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!